Hello, today's story is
Elmer!
Elmer the Elephant. Let's have a read.
I've got this.
Oh. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall or fat or thin, elephants like this, that or the other, all different but all happy and all the same colour. All, that is, except Elmer. Elmer was different. Elmer was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. Elmer was not elephant colour.
But I got my teddy Elmer.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yes.
It was Elmer who kept the elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with the other elephants. Sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, it was usually Elmer who started it. One night, Elmer couldn't sleep for thinking, and the think that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant? He thought. No wonder they laugh at me. In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away, unnoticed. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for. A large bush. A large bush covered with berries. A large bush covered with elephant-coloured berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it so that the berries fell on the ground. Once the ground was covered in berries, Elmer lay down and rolled over and over, this way and that way and back again. Then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over, covering himself with berry juice until there wasn't any sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. When he had finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed the other animals again. This time, each one said to him, "Good morning, elephant," and each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," pleased that he wasn't recognised. Oh, the pages are stuck. When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he worked his way to the middle of the herd. After a while, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old bright sky, same old rain cloud that came over from time to time, and lastly, same old elephants. Elmer looked at them.
You missed a page.
Oh, did I miss a page? I did. I'm glad you're here. The elephants were standing absolutely still. Elmer had never seen them look so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still-standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk, and at the top of his voice, he shouted,
Boo!
"Boo!"
Now he did talk.
The elephants jumped and fell all ways in surprise. "Oh my gosh and golly," they said, and then they saw Elmer, helpless with laughter. "Elmer," they said, "it must be Elmer." Then the other elephants laughed too, as they had never laughed before. And as they laughed, the rain cloud burst, and when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant, "you've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take you long to show your true colours. We must celebrate this day every day, said another. This will be Elmer's day. All elephants must decorate themselves, and Elmer will decorate himself elephant colour. And that is exactly what the elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and parade. And on that day, if you happen to see an elephant that's ordinary elephant colour, you will know that it must be Elmer. What a fun story. Look at all those bright, colourful elephants.
I said my favourite was this one.
Oh, this one here. Shall we try and make him today?
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do for our challenge today is we're going to use
Elephants.
old milk bottles to make elephants for our elephant parade. Now this is one of the easiest challenges that we've ever done. I was looking for a pen but I can't find one, but it's okay, we don't need it. Because all you need is a milk bottle and some scissors. And to make it a bit easier, I've also got a craft knife. If you don't have one of these, scissors or a kitchen knife will do the job. Now when you look at the top of a milk bottle, and you look at the elephant shape that we've made out of it, all the lines are already on the milk bottle. You've just got to cut along this wavy line.
Excuse me, Dad.
Yes, sweetie.
You just did these when I was asleep.
I did. While you were sleeping, I made some examples so that we could decorate them. And now we're going to cut this one out so that everyone can see what to do. Okay? So, I've cut through the trunk first, and then with my sharp knife, I'm going to pop it in here, and I'm going to cut a straight line across. Now I've made a big enough line for me to get my scissors in. And once I've got my scissors in, I can just cut all the way around. Ooh! Bit of water in there, wasn't there? I did have to wash these really well when I first opened them, because we've been keeping all of our recycling, haven't we, waiting to go to the tip when it calms down a bit.
And you dry me.
And when I first opened these milk bottles, even though we'd rinsed them, they stank. So we've given them a really good wash. Right, now you see those little ridges?
Yeah.
We're going to cut along that ridge to make the legs. It does suggest on the website that I learnt this on that you could use that bit that you cut out to make some elephant ears, but I think it might be easier to just draw the ears on with a pen afterwards.
But that's nice.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Those legs.
Now that that's done, you can decorate your elephant however you want. You could use glue and stick things on. You could paint them. You might be able to colour them in with felt tips. The best thing that I've found is to prepare them before you start decorating them. You can either, if you've got PVA glue and white paint, mix some glue and paint together and paint them white, and then everything will show up a bit better and it'll all stick to it a bit better than it does just on the slippy plastic.
I can...
Or, if you don't have glue and paint, another way, which actually makes quite a nice texture as well, is to cover them in toilet paper. And you can make a paste to stick your toilet paper on just by mixing a lot of flour and a little bit of water together to make the paste, and then paint that on, and then stick your toilet paper over the top and paint or dab some more of your paste over the top afterwards. Or again, if you've got PVA glue, that does the same job as the flour and water paste. So now we're ready to decorate some elephants, aren't we?
Yay!
Cool.
I've got Elmer, my nice cuddly teddy.